Alright, hello and welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Luka Doncic. Now, for those of you that have been out of the loop on all the photos that have come out, really since, I want to say the beginning of summer, it's been pretty crazy seeing this guy's transformation. Now, Luka Doncic, once he was traded, obviously there was a lot of comments by Nico Harrison, a lot of reports dropping about how the Mavericks felt about basically the way he took care of his body, the way that he looked, calling him fat, essentially. And this is, let me see if I can, okay, let's just go through these images. And obviously he's not fat, but he's definitely bigger than he was during these days of Luka. And I know my face is covering it, so real quick, obviously this is Luka when he first entered the league, skinnier Luka. And then you can see here, he definitely put on some weight. Obviously he was still really good, still a superstar by all counts, and the disrespect was crazy. Now we go to current Luka, and real quick again, let me put my face back up here. Boom. Okay, very briefly, let's check out the current images of Luka. Men's Health released a humongous article. I shouldn't say humongous. They released a really good storied article, aside from one thing that I will bring up later. But anyway, let's take a look at the new Luka. Definitely a lot more fit, a lot more lean. There's been reports about him taking his training to another level. Fasting, I believe, if you read the Men's Health article, there's fasting that he's doing. It's clearly working. He just looks way, and I mean way more lean. Absolutely crazy to think that, you know, Luka is this pissed off. You see it in the way his Jordan brand jersey hangs loose and in the new hints of definition on his arms. You see it in the complete absence of fatigue he shows when going from heavy Romanian deadlifts to dumbbell bench presses to lateral bounds. Mind you, as I continue to read this, I am a Laker fan, so there is a piece of excitement here. Anyway, one right after the other, and you see it in the way he smiles when he admits that he's noticed his sleek silhouette in the mirror. I'm not going to keep reading this. You guys can definitely read this on the article real quick. Let me just show you. Men's Health, take the time. It's a long article, but there's some goodies in here. Outside of one thing which mentions that he had a 42-inch vert, or something about being able to jump 42 inches, which is not true, period. I mean, it may technically be true now. Obviously, we wouldn't know, but it mentions that in the 2018 Combine, he was part of the vertical jump testing, which he was not. He did not do a test on that. Anyway, Jaws is like 44 inches in the Combine, so that already sounds like wow. Back to the point. This dude was fat shamed for what felt like an entire 2 months by the Mavs organization. Comments just kept coming out. Obviously, you know, it wasn't a literal 2 months of just nonstop shitting on him, but Nico Harrison, you know, there was a lot of hate towards him by the fan base. Obviously got bailed out with Cooper Flagg in the #1 pick, but there's clearly a different look to Luka. What the Luka haters have never seen is this: Doncic slogging through 2 days in Croatia while sticking to a gluten-free, low-sugar diet that includes at least 250 grams of protein, 1 almond milk fueled shake a day. Honestly, I think a lot of people could be doing this, considering, you know, if you're in another continent, maybe not, but in America, they never realized how much he committed to training and diet this summer. Here's the thing, too. Even if you thought Luka Doncic had a dad bod, he was already a top 5 NBA player. And that's the biggest thing in all this. No matter what Luka Doncic you look at, no matter how he's looked, he's always been one of the best players in the league. It's not even funny. And then you just power him up with this buff, as us gamers or nerds like to call it. Honestly, the thing that just makes me laugh here is the amount of just hate this guy got from Nico. It's insane, the amount of reports that came out. I mean, you guys know, I don't have to elaborate. I mean, if you're someone who, I'm not gonna say relies on this channel for this kind of stuff, but who's someone who needs for stuff to be elaborated, let's see if we can go down memory lane. And Luka Doncic, I mean, even just typing in Luka Doncic, Nico Harrison, articles pop up. Luka Doncic offseason transformation looks like a middle finger to Nico Harrison. Luka has one man to thank. Okay, this one doesn't have to do with Nico, but I guarantee Nico Harrison's mentioned in this one. Fans react to Luka Doncic's dramatic makeover, which I guarantee you fans mentioned Nico Harrison. Latest, Luka Doncic feature proves Nico Harrison's costly Mavericks mistake. That's by Sports Illustrated. I mean, all in all, all I did was type in Luka Doncic, Nico Harrison, post on Twitter X. There's a bunch of people mentioning it. Let's feed into the drama a little bit and just check this out. Again, it does help that, again, I'm a Laker fan. I have a bias, so this makes me happy. Nico Harrison really created a monster. Luka Doncic went from fat to the cover of Men's Health magazine. Yeah. Definitely bigger body there. That's for sure. And then boom. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. As someone right now who has a dad bod, and Luka's not even a dad, but that's what a lot of people are referring to as a dad bod. As someone right now who has a dad bod, I mean, me this year from last year, because last year I was doing a lot of exercising. This year, taking care of my daughter and doing YouTube and obviously work, I haven't had time to do nearly as much exercising. So I understand the feeling of having a dad bod. But then when you see this, boom, oh, shit. This is awesome for Laker fans. Awesome for Luka fans, honestly. Really awesome for Luka fans. Nico Harrison questioned Luka's work ethic, doubted his conditioning, and traded him just for Luka to pop out in LA on the cover of Men's Health looking like prime LeBron. Okay, hold up. That's not true. Prime LeBron James looked like an absolute goddamn unit. Prime LeBron James. Yeah. Okay, that's a really... There's no zoom in on there, but... Yeah, what's up with the lack of zoom ins? Come on, let me... Boom! This is prime LeBron James. Luka does not look like... Luka does not look like this. That's also not even Heat LeBron James too. LeBron is LeBron. I don't think it's even a comparison for that, but I see what this guy's trying to say. Either way, yeah, LeBron's yo. Getting back to the point, which was me trying to kind of go into this rabbit hole a little bit of seeing, like you just type in Luka Doncic, Nico Harrison. I didn't get to what I needed to get to in terms of seeing all those reports, but I've spent enough time for the people that are maybe even a little bit out of the loop to understand that there's a lot of tension. No, maybe tension is the wrong word. There's a lot of reasons, or there's a huge reason. That's what I'm looking for. There's a huge reason why, fans are pointing the finger to Nico Harrison. It's because basically called him fat on the way out. That's really what it boils down to. Mind you, while Luka is quote-unquote fat, still averaged 28 points per game, 8.2 rebounds, 7.7 assists. And that's not even prime Luka where he's healthy. It's just, this guy's 26 years old. He's looking like he's ready to freaking go. You can go comment after comment. Dude, he looks amazing. He got that stare from LeBron, Jeff Teague somewhere. That's a Jeff Teague joke that he made about LeBron. Revenge season. It really goes on and on. I know it's unlikely, but it'll be pretty funny if somehow he became a worse player with the slimmer butt. That would not be funny. I laughed because I thought, okay, the irony. But at the same time, I'm like, wait, no, I shouldn't laugh because that would not benefit the Lakers in any way possible. First Lizzo, now Luka. Body shaming may take a while, but boy, does it work. You got to stand up to bullying, Zion, because Zion Williamson doesn't look. It's hilarious. A couple more comments just because some of these actually make me really laugh. I desperately wanted to take revenge on the league. He can't slack off during the season though. He needs to carry his momentum to the end. Kind of expected. Nico Owoka Beast. We've been there. Again, several people are saying the same thing. Revenge season coming up. And yeah, now it's getting pretty repetitive. Getting repetitive. Anyway, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. Shout out to Luka. So excited for this upcoming season. Of course, I'll be covering it. I will also probably do film of new Luka as soon as there's, those early Laker games. I'm excited nonetheless. As always, thanks for watching. This is Ali Bender. All we've been different. And we out.